the Magic Ghostbuster here with probably my last video on the Ecto-1 Haslab until I eventually get to unbox it. So it has finally finished last night, and it ended up on, so I'm going to have to check now because I can't remember the exact number, it finished on 17,251 backers. So its target was 12,000, so absolutely smashed that target. And now his course is due to ship in about a year's time. And I never really doubted it would fund, but it did seem there was a point where it was seeming a bit like, not sure now. Where, you know, we had, how long was it, about 3 or so weeks where it just, I think it was sitting on around the 6,000-7,000 mark. I really should have took notes on all this. And it just didn't seem to move. It was moving like a couple a day or something. It was like not moving at all, really. So it did seem a bit dicey then, but, you know, always reminding myself, these things tend to go through those phases. We get an initial surge, and then it sort of dies off, and then you get another surge near the end of, obviously, people, you know, fear of missing out on all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I honestly didn't expect it to get to 17,000. I thought it would get to maybe 13, 14 if I was being really optimistic, but didn't expect 17,000, whatever the number was. But that is great news for anyone who's backed it and wanted it. I backed 2 of them. I've got a standard and a deluxe. I'm interested to see what the packaging's like. Will the packaging be basically identical? Will it be different? I'm actually wondering if you'll get the standard box, you know, whichever one you're buying, and the deluxe will just be like a little extra add-on box, possibly. So yeah, very, very good news. One other thing Hasbro said recently, which I'm not really that fussed about, but everyone seems to be raving about it, so maybe this is just me on this one, but they've announced their re-release, or I think they've teased, I don't know if they've officially announced it, re-releasing the original 4 Ghostbusters figures. You know, in a box set, and, you know, hinted at new face sculpts and all that. But to me, that's just really lazy. Like, those figures have been out for a long time now. You know, I think anyone who's got them really should have bought them by now. And I just want them to do new stuff. The Plasma series line generally, I think, has been massively disappointing. I mean, it's just khaki after khaki, and there's not really much variation. I mean, you've had the 4 Ghostbusters, you had the Afterlife Ghostbusters, you had the 4 Ghostbusters Slimed, and what did we have beyond those? We had Gozer, Dana, and a Builder Terror Dog, which I guess, I'm not sure if I count that as a separate figure, you know, because you have to build it. And I just think a few of the choices they made on the whole range has been a bit weird. Like Phoebe, obviously the main character in Afterlife, really, and you had to buy her in some convention exclusive box set with Spirit Egon, when really, you know, she was the main character. She should have been in the main line. And you know, they could have released her twice. They could have released her in the costume that she wore mainly throughout Afterlife, and then the Egon one could have come with the her in the jumpsuit. But oh, sorry, I'm still recovering from a slight throat infection. But and of course the other thing is the line has been pretty dead for a couple of years now. I mean, the last thing we had was the Slimed Ghostbusters, which was just a repaint, and nothing for Frozen Empire. I actually can't believe they didn't re-release the mini puffs for Frozen Empire. You know, basically just release the same figures in Frozen Empire packaging. I think would have been a no-brainer, because those you know, go up quite a lot on eBay now and were highly sought after. I mean, I know retailers couldn't get enough of them back when they were released in Afterlife. Yeah, so I mean, really, it has been a dead line. I'm hoping that this, you know, now funding sort of kicks it in a bit more and they actually start doing more with it. But yeah, doing 4 more you know, the original Ghostbusters just doesn't interest me. I just think that's a really boring thing to do again. But that is Hasbro, unfortunately. Hasbro do seem to like reusing stuff. With regards to the car, now obviously we've only been shown prototypes. There are improvements that need to be done. I mean, some people have pointed out to me, you know, little things and stuff. For me, the main thing, the back of the car just looks wrong to me, like the angle looks wrong, and yeah, I think that needs sorting. I do wonder if they had funded this in 2 weeks like they originally planned, because of the 2 weeks of Tully thing they were trying, I wonder if they would have added further stretch goals to this. Because one thing I was thinking about was the LED boards on the side of the Ecto-1A, and I wonder if that would have been a stretch goal. Because to be honest, I see no reason they can't do them. I refuse to believe even budget's an issue. I mean, I've been doing a lot of Christmas jobs, and over Christmas I wear this little LED badge, sticks on with a magnet. And I bought this about 15 years ago for about £10 off eBay, and it scrolls along. You know, it's red, and you know, I have it say Merry Christmas because of the time of year, but you could program it to say other stuff. And again, this is a 15-year-old one, so you know it's a bit of a faff with all the buttons on the back. But nowadays you can get them, you know, you plug them into your computer with USB, charge them, no need for batteries, and can, you know, make them do lots of different things, and very cheap. And I just don't see why they couldn't have done that with this Ecto-1A at that scale. And I think that was a little bit of a disappointment, because I just think those light bars, not light bars, LED boxes, whatever you call them, I think they just don't, they look a bit naff to me. I mean, again, it is a prototype, but I feel like the light comes through the black too much, and I'm hoping if they're going to stick with this way they're doing it, they make that black a lot darker so the light doesn't go through it as much but goes through the lettering more. Would be nice. But I mean, overall, so I'm nitpicking. Overall, I'm generally happy with it. I think hopefully it'll be good. Yeah, but we'll have to wait and see. We're going to have to wait a year. But yeah, this will probably be my last video on it, unless we get some sort of major update or anything. But anyway, let me know what you think. Did you back it? Did you not back it? What were your reasons for backing it or not backing it? You know, there's obviously time of year for a lot of people. You know, Christmas time, a lot of money spent, you know, going out, eating, drinking, buying presents. And I really wish HasLab would stop doing these things at this time of year. They could have rung this Ecto campaign earlier in the year, and when they started teasing it during Ghostbusters Day, easily. You know, and it makes me wonder, would it have had even more backers had they done it and not had it in this time of year? You know, and then some people, you know, just think it's too expensive. That's fair enough. We all have different opinions on, and you know, different budgets and all that. I know I've seen a lot of people saying, "Oh, how many Ectos do you need?" I've always thought fans have wanted a figure scale Ecto for a long time. I think I found that a little bit of a weird one where people say, "Oh well, we've got Ectos. There's plenty of Ectos." Well, there are plenty of Ectos, but none that go with figures. So, or certainly in this scale at least. But yeah, all opinions welcome, obviously. And then, yeah, I guess hopefully in a year I'll be doing an unboxing video. But until then, I hope to see you in my next video long before that unboxing video. And as always, keep on busting.
Want to give a big shout out to the Magic Ghostbuster. Hey Darren, very, very impressive.